You know I'm serious tonight. I actually wrote things down.
Yeah, right.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Tonight will not be one of the delightful travels in China because I'm a little pissed off. You know what makes me nervous about the whole gun debate right now? Someone like my ex-mother-in-law can have access to all the kind of arsenal that this guy in Las Vegas did. You have to understand, my ex-mother-in-law is the angriest, nastiest, most unpleasant bitch I have ever met in my life. Yeah, she lives in Fresno, and we were up there visiting at one point, going out for dinner one night, and somehow I ended up in the front seat of her truck, which I always avoided because she made me uncomfortable for the entire 15 years that I knew her. As we were getting out of the truck, she reached under the seat and pulled out a handgun, and very casually stuck it in her purse. I was dumbfounded. She handled the gun like it was a lipstick, no big deal. So I asked, "Why do you have a gun?" And in her best unintentionally dirty, hairy voice, she said, "For protection." And then she got out of the truck and slammed the door. We were at a Chinese restaurant in suburban Fresno. What did she need protection from? The Kung Pao chicken? And all I could think about was the variety of ways this whole situation could go so horribly wrong. She had the gun under the seat of her truck. So if someone tried to carjack her, she had to reach under the seat for the gun and then get it in her hands and then point it at the aforementioned carjacker and then fire. Or if she had it in her purse and someone tried to attack her or mug her, she had to get her purse open, and if her purse is anything like mine, rummage around in it for a while until she finds the gun, get it out of her purse, hold it correctly, then point it at the aforementioned mugger. I figured it was a good formula for her shooting herself, one of us, or possibly some innocent bystander instead of the intended attacker. However, this woman can walk into any gun store, any gun show, or access an online gun shop and easily and safely and legally buy all the gun power she wants. The angriest, most impulsive person I know can buy guns, all the guns she wants. And because of that, I'm going to say something that will not be very popular. I hate this country right now. I'll say it again, I hate this country right now. I hate that we've become a country where a woman who wants, needs, has an abortion is more vilified than a man who shot down 58 people and wounded 500 more. I hate that we've become a country where we cannot afford the most basic of health care for those who really, truly, absolutely need it, because making sure you have an automatic weapon in your house is more important. I hate that it's harder to get a driver's license than it is to buy a weapon that will murder dozens of people at a time. I hate that it's harder to adopt a kitten from my friend's cat rescue than it is to stockpile ammunition and buy enough guns to literally outfit a small army. I hate that a man who kneels in peaceful, respectful, quiet protest is universally maligned and called a traitor and worse when he's exercising his right to protest. Yet we won't do anything to stop the next mass shooting because it's the right of the shooter to own a gun that can mow down more than 500 people at a time. I hate that the murder of 20 children in Sandy Hook did not outweigh the NRA's contributions to many senators, government representatives who are our employees, yet are bought and sold by the ones who provide the mechanism to murder children. I hate that it seems that nothing will change, especially with a madman at the wheel of our country. I'm borrowing from Gloria Steinem. I want anyone who wants to buy a gun to go through the kind of gauntlet that a woman who wants to have an abortion has to go through. Be humiliated and embarrassed about wanting to have a gun. Have to possibly deal with an official who thinks they might not be making the most moral, they're not the most moral person because of their choice. A 48-hour waiting period, permission slip for their partner that it's okay for them to have a gun, extensive counseling to extend that 48-hour period to 72 hours or more, having to watch videos and read pamphlets about mass murders and seeing photos of the dead and dying that come from those mass murders, traveling to another state, or in the case of a friend of my mother's traveling to another country to have to buy their gun, and then walk through protesters outside the gun shop who are holding photos of those who have been killed by gun violence and who chant and curse and call them a murderer. I hate that one of my friends on Facebook said that she's accepted the possibility that she will probably die someday in a mass shooting, because that's the world we live in. And I hate that I've accepted that fact too. I hate that teachers have to have active shooter drills with their students, and that classrooms now come equipped with a mechanism to lock and block their door without needing a key. I hate that money means more than lives to half of this country. More than half of the members of the House of Representatives, 232 of 435 in 2016, received significant contributions from the NRA and other gun rights groups. Cowards. That's the word that keeps coming to me. The politicians are cowards. They've gotten so used to taking money without consequence, and now they hide behind the Second Amendment so they don't have to feel guilty about the deaths of hundreds of people on their hands. The ones who commit these heinous murders are cowards, hiding behind a weapon that gives them total anonymity and allows them to commit these atrocities without actually having to face their victims. They are cowards because they usually die before they can be brought to justice. So there's no real consequences as a result. In an odd way, it's like they get away with it. And we're cowards because we will rage and we will rail and scream and yell for a week or so, and then we'll accept these facts and get caught up in whatever else the crazy man in the White House is doing, and this carnage and this chaos will be forgotten until 75 people are killed, or 100 people are killed, or 200 children are killed, or 2,000 people are killed. Maybe then laws will be enacted. I hate that there are no answers, and that I'm so frustrated with the world we live in. I hate that the dozens of tweets that I sent out yesterday to the representatives who support the NRA will mean absolutely nothing to those motherfuckers. But we have to do something, I guess. Stephen Colbert the other night said, "Anything but nothing. Doing nothing is cowardice. Doing something will take courage." I'm asking you all tonight to find the courage to do anything. Anything but nothing. Thank you.
Wow.